Hi, and welcome to Aurora University. My name is Justin West, and I'm the Executive Director of the Wackerlin Center for Faith and Action, and I'm also Aurora University's Chief Diversity Officer. I am happy to talk with you today about the Wackerlin Center for Faith and Action. I know that when I say that name and it's the first time someone hears Wackerlin Center for Faith and Action, I usually get the question, what is that? There are different services that are sort of self-explanatory, but the Wackerlin Center for Faith and Action is one of those where folks tend to ask questions. What is it? What do you do? How does it support students? And even where is it? So I'd like to take a few minutes to walk you through the Wackerlin Center, the resources that we have, the people that are here, the spaces that you'll find as a student. So if you go to the Wackerlin Center's website, you'll find this. This is our landing page. And if you scroll down, it sort of captures all of the really, really important things that you need to know to navigate you to the resources that you need. I'd like to start with our staff. We are a center composed of three main offices. One is the Office of Latino Student Initiatives, directed by Maritza Rocha. The second is the Office of Black Student Initiatives, directed by Keith Wise. And the third is our University Chaplain's Office, directed by Reverend Dr. Mark Wolfington. This year, we've been fortunate to have with us an artist in residence and interdisciplinary catalyst, Miss Rain Wilson. So, if you are a student seeking support in any of these offices, from the Director of Latino Student Initiatives, or from the Office of Black Student Initiatives, or from our University Chaplain, these are folks that you will want to become familiar with. They are there to help you, to encourage you, to connect you to the resources across campus that you would need. And I am there as well to support in that work. We are a team that is excited to journey with students and to support you in your career here at AU. So, besides our staff, besides our people, when you come to the Wackerlin Center, you will also find a space that we've been intentional about creating and transforming to maximize the resources that we offer to students through space. So, what you will find here are, first of all, quiet study spaces. So, like other spaces across campus, we are a place that has study tables. You can sit in our living room. You can gather in a study group. We occasionally have late night study hours where students across different majors will gather. Student organizations will plan study groups. And it's just a really, really comfortable spot, a little bit less formal than the library, where you can gather in sort of a cozy, private space. Study spaces also have coffee and snacks, so we try to keep that stocked for students who are studying late into the night. So you'll find coffee, tea, sweet and savory snacks to help fuel you in your studying. Outside of the study spaces, we also have what we call meditation rooms or open rooms, and they are there for you to use to calm down, to center yourself, to pray, to meditate, or other spiritual practices that may help reduce your anxiety or may help you to reflect on where you are and where you are going. These rooms are mostly used for individual purposes. There is one room where a group of 2 or maybe 3 can meet and gather. So we invite you to make use of those spaces as well. We also like to encourage reflection on the outside of our building by a structure known as the labyrinth. I will navigate there. So the labyrinth you'll find to the south end of our building. It is a structure that is unlike a maze. It's intended to slow you down so that you can consider where you're going on your journey. There are overlapping circles that will eventually lead to the center. And as you go on that path, we invite you to think about where you're going in life, what your purpose might be, and what's taking place to get you there. So it's a way of getting clarity about your journey, a way of getting clarity about the support you need, And the hope is that when you exit, you will come refreshed with new clarity as you go back into your life as a student and beyond. This is the back side of the Wackerlin Center. So you can see our patio right here, which also has tables for communal gathering. So when the weather's nice, this is one of the best places to be on campus, sitting at one of these tables and looking out into this garden space. This is a bit of an old picture. This house no longer exists, and we've built up a really, really lush garden space around the labyrinth. It's a very nice place to have some quiet and to take some peace and to study with groups or to just sit by yourself. So I've talked a little bit about our staff, our people. I've talked a little bit about our space. I want to also talk about some of the resources that we have. So if you look on the left side of the webpage, you will see this category, Connect to Campus Resources. I invite you to click there and scroll and take a look at a number of the resources that we have. I want to highlight a few for you. One is Libby's Place. Libby's Place is our on-campus food pantry available to students who are in need of food or toiletries. Students are able to utilize Libby's Place once a week, and I want to show you really quickly how you can do it. So you'll simply click there, or if you land on Aurora's main landing page, you can go to that search bar and simply type in Libby's Place. When you do, you'll click here, and that'll take you to this page. Now, when you get to this page, it's important that you notice one specific link here. You can place your order online here. That's very important. We receive online orders so that we can prepare the groceries or toiletry items that students need. So when you click here, it will take you to a form. Each week that you request groceries, you will complete this form, and then our staff will receive this form and we will begin to prepare your groceries for you, which you will then come and pick up. As you can see, we have Tuesday and Thursdays as our primary days for grocery pickup, but you also have the option of selecting none of these and then telling us what time would be best for your schedule to come and pick up the items. Let me run through some of the items we have. We have a list of breakfast foods. We have some canned fruit, canned vegetable items. We have soups. We have some other staples, bread, crackers, pudding, Jell-O, applesauce. The list goes on, but we also have some hygiene items. So if you are a student who your resources are running low, you don't have transportation, your funds are low, and you're looking to just replenish some basic need that you have, you can get body wash, deodorant, shampoo. You can get some feminine products, shaving cream, disposable razors, dental floss, etc. And so you will just complete this form, click Save and Continue, and then we will receive your form and you will be notified that you can come and pick up your items. I want to say one other thing about Libby's Place. First, this is a view of it. So this is just how we stock some of our items. I also want to say that this was a need that students noticed among their peers. And so this on-campus food pantry, which I should say is free of charge, was started by a group of students who noticed a need and wanted to help meet the need of their fellow students. So that is a really key resource that I want you to keep in mind on your AU journey. I even invite you to save this as a bookmark this at the top of your bar up top. Your bookmark bar. So that's one resource. I also want to point out one other resource, and that is our bias incident response team. So this is a team of a diverse group of staff that promotes welcoming and inclusive campus climate by providing education around student, staff, faculty about the meaning of bias and potential harm that unexamined bias behavior can cause to our AU community. So, it is our hope that bias incidents do not occur on campus, but in case they do, this team is here to help support students who have been impacted by bias, but also to help educate students who maybe caused the bias or inflicted the bias against another student. And so there is an opportunity, if you witness an incident of bias or you are impacted by bias, to submit a form which you can do right here. We will receive this form on our end, and then we will work with the parties involved to come to some sort of resolution that would bring reconciliation and restoration and repair damage that was done. So I wanted you to be familiar with that form as well. Before I end this video, I want to talk about a little bit of some of the experiences that we offer out of the Wackerlin Center as well. So we have been known as the hub for volunteer experiences. So if you're looking for ways to serve our surrounding community, we have different partners that we've connected with in order to provide volunteer opportunities for students. So you can click and fill out this interest form. We'll receive that, and then we will help pair you as an individual, or you maybe as a student group or a group of students. Maybe it's from your athletic team. We will pair you with a community partner so that you can engage in volunteer service. We also have our monthly calendar here, so I invite you to maybe even save this to your bookmark bar as well, so that you can click and see what events we're hosting each month. Events are hosted from the Office of Black Student Initiatives, the Office of Latina Student Initiatives, as well as the Office of our Chaplain. So there's a variety of events that we have that are cultural based, that are spiritual or ministry related. And so we invite you to check out our calendar frequently so that you can get involved in those events. I also want to share with you that during spring break, we offer what's called social impact trips. These, like volunteer service, are ways that you can engage in activism. So what does it mean for you to be a citizen? You can explore ways that you can serve the community where you are through hands-on, interactive, experiential learning experiences. So if you're looking for an alternative spring break, one that's not just fun, but one that involves some learning and some volunteerism and service, I invite you to stay tuned for our social impact trips. We also have an inter-semester retreat called the Revive Retreat. This is an opportunity, like the Labyrinth and our open rooms, to take a moment to pause, to get refreshed, to be purposeful about reflecting on where you are in life and where specifically you might want to go next semester. So this is a retreat where you gather with students and staff and just reflect in quiet, renewing ways on where you are in the journey that you're on. There's several other resources and ways to engage that I won't mention here. I may just mention one other thing. In our chaplain's office, it's really an interfaith office where whatever religious or faith tradition or spiritual tradition you come from, we want to support that. We want to support your growth. And we know that spirituality is, for many people, a very important part of who they are, a part of their identity. And so we have Chaplain Mark Wolfington here who's looking to develop impactful programming and support services for you. So that's a quick overview of the Wackerlin Center. There's much more that I could say, but I'm going to leave you with that for now. We look forward to journeying with you in your AU experience.